Okay.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
Hey.
Didn't see you there.
Hi.
How's it going?
Welcome to Wednesday night Last Talk Gaming podcast on a Wednesday.
It
Yes,
is-
It is
it-
definitely
This is a Wednesday. This is a Wednesday, people. This is a Wednesday crowd right now
Yeah.
that we have out here.
Yeah,
in
we've
Coral Sword.
purposely moved the giant calendar from behind us. You
Yes.
cannot say that it's not Wednesday. That's
Yeah,
just an objective
exactly.
fact.
Today we have Ram, the Alakazam. Actually, Ram, Alakazam, introduce yourself for a second.
Hey
I'm
guys, this is my second time on the podcast. This time I'm hosting it. It's kind of weird. I feel weird about it. But yeah, I'm the esports director of Last Talk Gaming, and today they asked me to be on the podcast to interview. Our good
Interview
friend.
me, who found out I was going to be on the
QuoteTheRobyn.
podcast 30 minutes ago, but I have some ties to the community, so I feel like we can actually we can finagle something here. It can work.
Yeah. We had asked somebody, but they didn't come through.
Yeah.
But it's okay. We'll have them on in the future.
Yeah.
But today is just kind of like it's just a recap of what's been going on. You know, Last Talk Game started April 1st, basically on April Fools, and we had this planning for like 3 months, and now we're 3 months into all of this stuff. So just a recap of everything that's been happening, and also the story of like what Robyn's been up to, what she's been doing throughout. Like, were you in Austin before? Were you here? What was going on?
Make
With
sure
you,
a lot of
Robyn?
things
What
like
was going
we'll
on?
get the story of LSG, we'll get the story of Robyn, we'll get the story of the girl who drowned the whole world. We'll get all
and
that
the story of the Ram Alakazam.
and the story of the Ram Alakazam. I
Yeah.
want to know,
That's my story.
are you good at magic tricks? That's what we need to nail down. today.
Give me a deck, and I could probably pull one out.
like Yu-Gi-Oh.
Sure.
The magic?
Ram has the
deck,
heart of the
and
cards.
I'll do the magic trick for y'all.
Okay, we'll have to figure that out later. But Robyn, like, tell us about what's been your story. You know.
Okay, so my background, it's fairly humble, however you want to say it, however you want to not say it. I was with the Slur Nerd back a little bit after it first started, before Vincent came on. And so I was TO at Neil's Bar. I ran streaming down there,
Yeah,
so
I like
I was
Neil.
very in depth with the FGC crowd.
Yeah.
So I was running Street Fighter, ran a little bit of Mortal Kombat. We did some Smash. Unfortunately, Smash ended up having to drop off because we had Smash community is so big that we had so many underage people trying to show up to a bar.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Smash.
Yeah.
So that was always fun. Eventually, we started working conventions. We worked All-Con in Dallas several years in a row, the GameCon out in Galveston. I left there, went off and did my own thing for a while as a brand ambassador for Southern Star Brewing. Shout out there.
Yeah.
Then after that, I went and worked with Retro World Series for a while, and we traveled around the country hosting retro video game, free play and tournament areas for conventions. And we did Phoenix, we did Phoenix, Atlanta. We did 8 different states last year, and it was
That's
exhausting,
crazy.
but it was fun.
Yeah.
And eventually, things came full circle. Went out to Austin with plans to move to Oregon. Came out, and Texas Showdown, of all things, brought me back out to Houston the day after I moved out to Austin. And Vincent asked me to come out and help him with his stream production and everything.
Yeah.
And I moved out to Houston 2 weeks later, and I've been involved with Coral Sword and running alongside you guys ever since.
Yeah.
I was bamboozled when I saw her. I was like, wait, weren't
She
you
back?
moving to Austin?
Oh, yeah, no, I did. Literally, the first
bamboozled
thing that was said to
everyone.
me as I walked into the house in Austin, hey, I need you to go to Houston to work Texas Showdown tomorrow.
Yeah.
I was like, no. But it worked out.
You killed it.
Yeah, and actually, my first time meeting Tim over there, sneaking a picture at me. He was the one nice person to sit down and play a casual with me for Smash after I had nothing left to do at Showdown. I was like, done with streaming, I'm just gonna play some Smash. He's like, hey, can I hop in? And he ate my Bowser, but then he came back round 2.
yeah. I mean, Tim's easily clappable. What can we say? You can check out the VODs from yesterday at Just Play where I clapped them 2-0 with my NES. Anyways,
Okay,
I
good.
3-stocked them too. But Robyn, like,
Sam, sit down.
what about now? What's going on right now? Like, what are some of your plans for the rest of the summer? Maybe towards the end of the year.
I'm definitely trying to get in the agenda to sleep at some point. That's kind of in there.
Yeah, that's important.
Yes.
But we're
and
running,
water,
Yeah.
right? And water.
Yeah.
Got to stay
Definitely
hydrated.
water.
People
Yeah.
are thirsty enough without having water.
No League of Legends either.
No, League of Legends.
No,
Ooh,
that's
sounds
salt.
like
That'll
me.
dehydrate you. Really, plans right now. We're running left and right. We possibly have Mortal Kombat monthly coming up.
Yeah.
We are working on several different events. Always Wednesday we have Frame on Wednesdays. Every Thursday we work alongside you guys. We have Overly Caffeinated one week. Next week we have Sweet Spots.
Uh-huh.
Every other Friday we have Playing with Fire. So we're still left and right with everything. We're adding events in. Next
Yes.
Saturday we actually have Flyback, which is Melee and Project M. So really we just have a lot of events coming up.
Are you good at Melee?
Oh, I am Class A garbage.
Are you good at Melee?
Yeah, I'm the best Sheik probably in the whole team.
Oh, okay, cool.
Awesome. And then we are looking at starting a podcast in a few weeks. We're starting one with All Elite, or revolving around All Elite Wrestling when the TV product launches later
About
this year in
sandwiches?
November. Oh, so the concept's still relatively secret, and we're working on it. It's going to be called Hypotheoretically, and
Oh,
it's just
man.
a lot of it's going to revolve around arguments that
can't say that.
that should not have solutions, and we're going to find solutions.
Oh yeah, I happen to
Also,
reminder me.
Also, Vincent is in the house. We are not using the S word. We are
Oh,
not.
okay, okay.
Nothing involving bread will be said on this. No.
No bread.
No bread. No crust.
No, please.
No
What are you
ham.
doing? No.
Vincent got excited. He was like, he was about to tell
No-
us
no
that humans
baguettes.
are sandwiches.
No baguettes. But Robyn, thank you so much for telling us this. You know, it's cool that you came back, that you're here, working with Vincent. We appreciate you so much. And the reason why I wanted you here is because you're just like so awesome, right? So yeah.
Appreciate that.
Let's switch it up a bit, right? So let's be the host of this podcast right now. And let's interview Ram a little
Oh
bit.
man,
Oh,
you get
I,
some-
I told him I
Rams.
was going to hit him with the reverse
Yeah.
interview.
Oh,
So
man.
let you go ahead and start
Okay.
it off.
Okay.
You can say welcome to the
Welcome to the LSG Podcast.
There we go.
Oh, that's a good voice.
Oh, thank you. I used to MC all the conventions I worked.
I listen to like a lot of Radio Labs, so that I don't know.
All right, so we have LSG Ram the Alakazam, or the Ram Alakazam on Twitter @Twitter. Okay, so you mentioned a knife trick. Clearly, you have some magical background.
Not
What
a
is
knife, a card trick.
that?
Did I say
Okay,
anything
so
about knives?
so
I don't
yeah,
play
you
with knives.
said I'll do the knife trick.
Oh, my bad. I think I said nice. I don't know.
nice.
I
Oh,
don't
a
even
nice
know.
trick.
I don't even
Okay,
know.
okay.
Okay, I'm getting mugged with a nice. Okay, okay. So tell us some stuff about you. Like, what's your background, Ram?
I just
What you
play,
been up to?
I just play a lot of League of Legends. I'm
Uh-huh.
silver 1 right now. No, that's not nothing to be proud of. I usually rage a lot online. I host tournaments. Actually, let me talk about my esports career, I guess. Started off with Quark Esports, and then on, I guess, April 1st, I was joking around that I was going to dissolve Quark Esports, and I guess that's when you started it?
Yeah, we started our stuff around that
Oh,
time.
so I guess you saw me, I don't know. But a few months after, we started, they did like a whole pitch deck to me. They like pitched me like a whole PowerPoint thing, and I was
Yeah.
like, you guys don't have to do this, but it's cool. You guys are professional. You guys showed me
Yeah.
what you guys are about, and that's honestly needed because I don't think anybody else was that structured. So I was like, okay, now that I'm like trying to focus on school, not that I wasn't already, just that I needed that extra help, and I think you guys needed another way to like reach out to people. I was like, let's work together. After a long conversation, it eventually happened. It was
Yeah.
just honestly me being like, yeah, no, never mind, yeah.
And then and out of that little collaboration, we now have the hardest duck in Houston on these shirts from
Yeah,
Meat
that
Dot
was
Art.
hardest duck.
Show them that shirt real quick. Now if you're listening to it on Spotify, I
Yeah.
mean,
Just imagine like
Yeah.
a green falco.
yeah, it's a green
a sword.
falco duck. But yeah, shout out to Neat.art.
Oh yeah, Ernesto, he's the homie.
Yeah, they created an awesome, art,
Yeah.
image, character for us, and
And it's so detailed.
yeah, I was talking to him yesterday. He was explaining to me how he built this power,
Please don't touch
like,
me.
oh my bad, this power thing, which is built out of different controllers, built out of the GameCube controller, the Wii,
Wii,
controller,
Wiimote.
just several parts of different controllers as well. And there's a lot of like just video game incorporated items and details within this image. And of course, a shout out to Coral Sword themselves too, right? Because without Coral Sword, a lot of things couldn't have happened. So
Yeah, they've been a permanent home a
Yeah.
good home
Yeah.
for us.
Yeah.
Before I started hosting here, I was hosting at another coffee shop,
Mhm.
but there was like time constraints, and then I moved to Game Guys, and that didn't work out just because
Yeah.
of things. And then finally, Vincent was like, "Hey, there might be a
Mhm.
there might be space for you here."
Yeah, I mean, again, shout out to Vincent for the work
Yeah,
that he
thank you,
does, and
Vincent.
Coral Sword as well. Let's talk a little bit about the, I guess, the next big event that's coming up, which is Low Tier City,
Okay.
right? And I think that event is going to be super hype. It's awesome. A lot of people are going.
So last year, remember how I told you I was going around the country hosting everything?
Yeah.
So I actually worked at Let's Play Gaming Expo running a expo there, or running a side event there, and I did not realize Low Tier City was there, so that was really mind-blowing. I think they separated. Are they their own event this year? Because it seems like they're not part of...
I don't think I saw anything about Let's Play.
Yeah, because I know that they moved...
Yeah.
They're no longer in Irving for this, right? They actually moved to...
Arlington?
Arlington.
To
Yeah.
the esports
To
stadium.
the esports
Yeah,
arena.
and last year, it was just absolutely massive. Were you guys at Low Tier City last year?
No.
Okay,
No,
so
I was
picture a
not.
convention floor with 3 merchandise booths, and the rest of it is tournament setups.
Yeah.
It was absolutely massive. They had a lot of big names out there last year. Low Tier City is definitely going to be the next hype major going around online.
Right. And
Yeah,
I
the
think in the
production.
future we definitely want to be like, like part of the like one of the vendors or the booths.
Yeah, we
there
need to
as
have
well, so.
on the ground presence.
Yeah, definitely. I think Low Tier City is such a great event to be hyped for, to be on the lookout for, and definitely attend. There's a lot of players, a lot of high tier level players going from different parts of, I want to say, the country, because it's such a
People are paying
yeah.
attention.
Yeah, they've had Mewtwo King out there, and they've had a lot of high level players that they've played to fly out there for those. So, are any of the LSG boys going out? We got Ronnie Chu or Avoid or anybody going out?
We
to
got
Low Tier City?
Avoid going out. We got
Timmy
I believe Hypey and also Jerry L. Wolf will be going out there.
And we also have the Moo SSB
Yeah,
Tim.
the Moo SSB _ SSB. Follow him on Twitter.
Don't
He's the
follow,
worst
please.
Palutina in LSG.
Did you make a pun?
Huh?
Did you make a pun? Did you just say Pablo Tina?
Yeah, you need to start maining her just because you threw yourself
I
under
don't
the bus with that.
Yeah.
Pablutena.
I said Palutina.
No, you said Pablo Tina.
It's
That's
Pablo, not PA Blue, not blue. It's Pablo, like Pablo, but Pablo,
Or like
I
how
guess.
it's spelled right
yeah,
there.
how it's spelled right there. Just
Yeah.
read it. Just read it, guys.
I made sure to
Just-
spell that correctly after
just
3
read it.
attempts.
Thank you. The only name you don't spell correctly, or you should never spell correctly, is LSG Silverstorm.
Dude, okay, so
Get
you
it?
guys threw
Guys,
me under the
'cause-
bus so hard with
Yeah.
that yesterday.
Sliverstorm.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
he came to come up on my stream yesterday.
Wait, it's
and it was my
Silver?
first time meeting him.
Yeah, it's Sliver.
So,
It's Sliver, yeah.
Sliverstorm.
I go to put his name in for the stream yesterday, and I have to look over at him. I look at the Discord just to make sure I get it right, and I see 4 different names.
Yeah.
There was Silverstrum, there was Sliverstrum, there was Silverstorm, and there was one other one I can't remember. I had to look over at him.
And the
I'm
classic one, Flavorstorm.
Like, yeah, and y'all had decided it was Flavorstorm, and I'm like, dude,
Yeah.
I'm gonna square up. What's your name?
Yeah.
I was like, I know all the LSG guys. He's like, it's Silverstorm. They keep putting it different everywhere. I was like, man, I felt like such jerk. He's like, no, they've wanted this. Especially, apparently Tim wanted this especially.
Yeah, yeah. I actually, I wish we could definitely show our video that we made at DreamHack.
Oh,
man.
That'd be awesome.
let's
That'd be
not
fun to do.
Let's not do that.
But how about, are we able to show the recap of playing with what was it? Playing with Fire
Or the sweet spot.
or Sweet Spot?
I think so. Yeah.
I think the Sweet Spot is still being made. The recap for Sweet Spot from last time is still being made. Sweet Spot 5?
Yeah, screw it. Let's do the DreamHack one.
Are we able to
Dreamhack
put DreamHack video?
Yes, if we call our
Up.
handy dandy producer
Oh, man.
Vincent over here.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's just wait. Let's just wait a little bit. But
It's gonna be a treat.
it'll be a treat for later. We want to showcase the DreamHack video that we made. Oh, hey, there's Vincent. Dude, look at him. There he goes.
Vincent's dead. He's sleepwalking.
He's
actually, right now.
sleepwalking. He waking up right now from such an awesome time at Just Play yesterday,
Wait.
which we definitely can talk about, right?
Yeah, because I was
Yeah.
totally there.
Of course.
Actually, Vincent was like sleeping there yesterday. He just knocked out out of nowhere. I
Oh,
was like,
really?
Vincent, are you okay? Yeah, he's knocked out.
Yeah. I mean, Robyn's such a hard worker. She came in at like 6 a.m. 4 a.m. in the morning.
3 a.m.
Okay, so
3 a.m. in the morning.
So just to clarify there,
And
we're
just
not necessarily hard workers.
chilling and stuff,
Vincent
So-
wanted to make you guys look super pristine yesterday. I just wanted to eat Whataburger, and that was my excuse to get out of the house.
Oh.
So we showed up to the venue at 3 a.m., 7 hours early, and I just ate Whataburger and had time of my
Yeah.
life. And He made that sick backdrop for Just Play yesterday.
So you ate the heck out of a burger. That's a lot. That's a lot of work.
Yeah, you know what? They sold out, but they still are so full of flavor.
Yeah, that's definitely.
Actually, yeah.
Thank
How
you so
do you guys
much
feel
for
about
doing
that?
Thank you so
Yeah.
much. What?
How do you guys feel about that? That Whataburger.
That Whataburger betrayed us?
Yeah.
I feel a little bit hurt, but I also like don't care because it's just whatever. Whataburger's whatever.
Yeah.
See the one leg that I'm super divisive. I don't think you should compare In-N-Out and Whataburger like a lot of people do. Hopefully, this doesn't cause controversy on the podcast. But like In-N-Out, they're still family owned. Like there's still one person that is actually owning the business. It's like the daughter or something. They're still family owned and they're expanding nationwide. But then Whataburger's like, we want to expand nationwide, so they sold out to Chicago. I was like, yeah. See, we have the entire cafe right now. It's just booing. You can't hear it, but it is raucous.
Taylor's the entire cafe, right?
Yeah.
Yes, she is. She is the heart and soul of this cafe.
She's representing the Coral brand.
But just play, bro. Just
Yeah.
play. Just play.
Just play. Yeah, just play.
Okay,
Don't worry
I think
about
my
anything.
favorite moment from Just Play was actually that Belta versus Gold match.
Yeah, that was hype.
man.
That
that
was
match was
such an
hype.
insane match. Like both of them could have won like at any point in the game, and it was just so close, so intense. Everybody was feeling it. When Game 5 came around, everybody was standing up, just going crazy. I love matches like that.
Yeah, I was over here, but when I saw the videos of everyone going hype,
Yeah.
getting hype, I was like, what?
Dude,
Yeah,
and
it's
that
crazy.
Gold coming in with that Dr. Mario yesterday,
Yes.
like he fought matchups I didn't think he'd be able to hold his own against. He bopped a Joker.
Yeah.
That was really surprising. He beat Velta, even though that one went the distance. That was a hype match. And then like I wanted to see him take it. No offense, I wanted to see him take it off of Void to see if he could take down a Snake.
Right.
Yeah.
That would have been great. And
He
then,
beat this guy, right?
Yeah, he beat
Oh,
this
yeah.
guy.
That's a crazy.
Yeah.
No, but Wormy had a great run as well.
Yes.
Wormy was feeling unstoppable, so it was great.
No, he took out a Void.
Yeah, Wormy took out a Void. I think that victory just like was really good for him.
Yeah.
It was a great feeling. Good to see as well because it just shows a lot of our players are improving. Right. Avoid being part of LSG as a sign player. He is probably one of our, like, if not the best player we currently have.
Yeah, I agree.
And just seeing everyone within the group, within the player group, just level up is so rewarding. Because I know how much time Wormy put in. I know how much time him and Ronnie were at it the night before. And I mean the entire week really, because like Ronnie pretty much spent the week over here in Houston at my house, so it was just at the LSG house, and
He was grinding.
yeah, him and Wormy were just nonstop, and Ronnie's such a good player too. He's such a great sport, so we hope to see him more often here at Coral Story back in Houston. We've having conversations with his parents and see if he can come here more often, and make sure that he's leveling up too. So.
And I've heard you guys say so many times he has his whole career ahead of him because he's such a young age and he's already doing so well. And that's one really thing about especially having like a central location for all of them to come practice and have a lot of central players is the best breeds the best. So literally when you're fighting the best, you get better. So you literally just have everybody cross-playing all these different characters. And watching Wormy yesterday, he went through a bullet hell to take out a Void yesterday.
Yeah.
Like his young Link just he just ducked and wove through all those grenades and rockets he was throwing at him.
Yeah.
And I feel like Wormy was half of as excited as I was, and he literally jumped out of his chair when he won that match. That was such a good match.
Yeah, it was just good to see. I think that I really wish the RGB players were also here in Houston.
Yeah.
I wish Jerry would be able to, come to Houston whenever, and Hype too, because I know Jerry Elwolf will definitely constantly be leveling up here. Like I think Jerry is probably like can become unstoppable.
I agree.
They are. When I was talking to Ronnie about this, I'm like, if Jerry is on his A game, the only person within the LSG group, LSG sign players that we have, that can actually beat him is a Void. If not, he goes like 50-50 with a Void.
Yeah, and a Void was off at DreamHack. Meanwhile, we had Elwolf before he was signed at Texas Showdown. He took third behind Karna and Hypey, correct?
Yeah.
Which now you guys have the number 3 and number 1 players from Texas Showdown on your roster. And God, like I honestly expected Elwolf to take it, and then I did not expect to see Hypey pop off Karna. That was actually really surprising too.
Now, Hype's always been a good player from Smash 4, and I'm also surprised he was actually ranked lower than most people in RGB.
I think that the reason why he was ranked lower was because he wasn't playing enough games,
well.
I believe.
Games, and I think character decisions where he was like, okay, who do I want?
Yeah, same with Cyanide. Now that he's back,
Oh,
you know, I was actually really happy that when he came over to Sweet Spot, he had a great performance.
Yeah.
So it's really exciting. Like, we have some exciting things going on right now. Some awesome moments with many players. So
I really like that everyone's like so close together. I feel like that's something that's missing in a lot of the smaller teams or up and coming teams, where a lot of players are disconnected. But over here you have Ronnie and Warming staying up for hours at night just talking about random stuff. Jerry also, I think he enjoys his time with us. I think the only person we haven't talked to that much is Hype It, but we just barely picked him up.
Yeah.
But
I think I want to see how Ronnie and Wormy would do on a doubles team, because Ronnie actually did manage to take Texas Showdown in doubles with Karna. And so I want to see how they would do on a doubles team heading into events for the next year.
That's interesting. Maybe we should talk about it. I don't know.
Yeah, we need to have more of our players like doing doubles together.
Yeah.
So
take one side of the bracket. If not, like, take the top 8 side of a bracket.
Yeah. The results that our players have been giving us has been incredible, has been exciting. The one at DreamHack especially. I think that meant a lot to Void. It definitely meant a lot to Jerry. And we're just so happy, like, with the performance of everyone. So I really do think that if Wormy had gone to DreamHack with us, he definitely would have had a blast, and he definitely would have gotten at least like 13th place as well, just like Elwolf did. So we ain't gonna talk about that Swiss bracket.
That's weird.
I don't know about the Swiss bracket. It definitely works for TG's trading card games, TCG games. TCG games game. Trading card games definitely do well with Swiss, Swiss brackets, but compare that to Smash, it doesn't really work out that well in my opinion. What are your thoughts on?
Well, I find it kind of weird because Nairo. The seating was fine for like the top 32, but it completely like forgot like everyone else. So like Nairo or I guess Warmy could be playing somebody of his skill level after the first game instead of going like, okay, first you go against someone easy, then someone a little bit intermediate, and then finally someone around your skill level. So imagine like Nairo and let's say Zero, even though he doesn't play that much. Nairo and Zero in the same pool. Even after like the first game, there's a chance that they would be playing right after that one. So it's weird. Instead of slowly, incrementally going through the pool and then finally meeting in finals.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I honestly don't know too much about Swiss seeding myself. I know that didn't Smash and Splash have really big issues with it this year?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's exactly. That's where Wormy went.
Yeah, that's where Wormy went. They had like 600 attendees.
Oh, I think more. But then again, they had like a lot of games, so.
Yeah. I know they had HBox actually come over and do commentary for Smash Ultimate top 8.
Yeah, I think like Wormy had told us that he played in the afternoon, and then again he didn't play until like midnight.
Yeah, extended it for a long
So
time.
it was like, what is he doing all day there?
And I feel like that's a problem across the board, because like whenever I came into the fighting game community, I was a Killer Instinct player. Like I love KI, and the year that I came in was one of the last years it was main stage at Evo.
Right.
And that was also Pokin's last year at Evo.
Yes.
And what happened was we got all the way up to top 8 of KI. And they put on Pokin on stream. And they're like, we're going to come back to the top 8 later. It delayed the top 8 of KI by 5 hours. And so, like, by the time they finally went on, it was midnight.
Dang.
And so you had all the top 8 players revving ready to go. And then Pokin stalled out. Like, it was the top 8 of Pokin. And it went for 5 hours.
What?
Yeah, because there was, like, some weird tech where they were stalling out, like, constantly healing. And just kept dragging the fights out. And then by the time they finally went on, it was still some good matches. But I cannot imagine being there, like, you're prepped, ready to go. Like, you hit top 8, come back tomorrow, essentially.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
That's a no. All right, let's show that little DreamHack Dallas.
I'm actually
2019
like really
video.
scared right now. No,
No?
Vincent, no.
No,
Vincent,
no,
no,
yes,
Vincent.
no.
Oh,
Can we
man.
get a hold on? Can we get a confirmation by our other assistant, Timothy?
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 Timbrero.
Tim
Moo.
Moo
Moo.
Moo
This is a B.
Moo _ SSB the word. Can we get a confirmation of the go for the DreamHack Dallas 2019 video?
Tim, say no. Say no, Tim.
Or do you wanna do the Playing with Fire 8 video from like last week so we
Playing
can
with
hype
Fire.
up Playing with Fire this week?
Oh, man.
All right. Okay, cool. Let's go. Let's do it. So for those of y'all that are watching on the stream, please enjoy this quick video right here.
I haven't
All
seen
right.
it, so I know I will. Hopefully.
Let's
Don't
hit
let me
that.
down.
Let's hit that mute on our microphone.
No, let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. No, you gotta listen to it.
I think,
Was that, you look like you were in pain.
Oh, I was. I was going, damn.
This is LSG line.
Actually, no, that was
lasagna that was supposedly made by.
Yeah, lasagna.
I feel like that was lasagna. Lasagna is technically just spaghetti sandwich.
Oh, man.
You put lasagna.
I told Paul that I'll do
Good thing it's made by Edwin, huh?
Exactly.
It's unavoidable. It's just a paradox.
Look at Hydo sleeping, bro.
I was knocked out.
Hydo hit that 5-minute break.
No, Edwin, stay right there real quick. I have a couple
Yeah,
of
they
words.
can hear this,
Okay?
but we don't have.
This whole weekend, Edwin has been
Yeah,
cooking
so it's
us
live for the stream.
amazing food for a group of guys that have no,
No, it's three.
amazing
Like,
palate.
it's Edwin.
Edwin, you're the
That
best
was a
person
nine.
right
That
now.
was a inflated,
Give that little finesse.
Oh, we had like weird.
Mm.
So,
I'm making a mess, but that's
Last
okay.
week,
we
Making a
iced
mess.
our
Look at that.
lasagna cake.
It's my
Yeah.
Edwin right there.
I thought I said LSG, man.
LSG right there. Yeah, LSG, baby.
They thought it said LSG. That was possessed.
yeah, they were walking like Frank Sinatra and other stuff.
Oh yeah, MJ and poor MJ had to suffer 3 hours.
MJ had to wake up like at 6 and sleep like 4.
That is the saddest taco I've ever seen.
Yeah, we did.
Actually, he had like 5 shows there.
Oh, so he had 5 sad tacos.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They were really dry.
they were really good. Actually,
They were dry and
They were really dry. They were really good. It sounds like there is discourse in the house.
I don't know what this is.
No. Hey, you, stop looking.
It's the rap.
Someone define.
It's the rap Alakazam.
What were we saying?
I'm the
I love the lack of context we have without
all these people,
I love this.
all these events. I'm trying to turn it up.
I was waiting for lasagna.
What we think of that food?
Talk about random stuff.
That does look like some pretty dope lasagna.
You
Scale
ready
out
for,
of 10, that looks like some good 8 out of 10.
Man, I miss my hair.
Are we
The
confirming?
Ram. Is this where it's
Oh my
ramen
God,
to be
ramen
started?
Oh, yeah. It's started right there,
Damn.
random.
I'm gonna be adding,
So, yeah.
I'm gonna be adding peanut butter to the lasagna tonight.
Oh, I wasn't putting peanut butter in.
I'm gonna do that right now, okay?
Is lasagna just Italian?
No, I know.
If it comes out like crap, it's because of him.
Oh, that's a silver flavor store.
That's
No, I'm
Liberty.
not gonna lose.
So-
When you come back, I'm gonna come back.
Silver
Hold on,
strip.
what I got?
We should just like mess up and make them.
All right, guys, it's time for the taste test. Let me have a bite then. Freaking delicious.
Man,
Oh my
it-
God.
I made it so.
Was
what do you
DreamHack just like
expect?
a lasagna convention?
It really
Hey,
was.
There was
Yeah.
not.
Let me see that taste test.
Dallas.
Oh yeah, no. there's-
Yeah,
Dallas is all
is
business.
not.
Oh yeah,
There's like a
thumbs
whole
up
section of Dallas
guaranteed.
where the
So
restaurants
while you're
close
doing
on the
this,
weekends because no one's there.
So crazy.
You
We're
got your
gonna do
assistant
stuff,
over
but
here.
then our Uber
Playing some Nintendo 64, huh?
broke down, and we started walking to the back to the place.
I didn't do that. That was me.
You guys are literally the worst.
That's not me. I didn't do that. That's not me.
Hey, that's Paul singing.
That's not me.
He's competing with them.
No, we actually
You look lit.
had a little competition singing Logic.
Oh yeah. I think that the
Rap.
videos are saved
All right,
from there
guys.
somewhere.
Thank you for watching. This is Cooking with Flavor Storm DreamHack
I forget what you
Edition,
asked me to do.
and featuring Edwin Who
I
barely
was
cooked
doing
anything,
something.
you know, it didn't
You
do
were
much.
enjoying that lasagna.
But thanks. See you
That
later.
lasagna
That
was
was
good
video.
though. That was great, really good lasagna. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm excited for the next flavor store.
Yeah,
That should be the
Alright.
name
Oh,
of y'all's
this is-
lasagna
this
meetups,
is random
Flavor
to me.
Store.
yeah.
Ram it to me.
They ran to me.
That guy was scary.
Oh yeah, we
What
almost
about
got
the
Shot
Smash?
or something.
I thought it was a Smash.
I'm serious. There's like some guy next to us. Like he wouldn't stop chasing us.
Yeah. Anyways, that was our DreamHack experience.
Okay, that wasn't so bad.
We had lasagna.
I'm not gonna lie. Whenever y'all said DreamHack experience, I expected like show floor stuff, but I'm totally fine. It was 90% lasagna. You don't see enough of that anymore ever since Bill Murray killed Garfield.
Yes.
The Tale of Two Kitties. I feel like people are sleeping on that movie, but it was the end of lasagna-centric cinema as we knew it.
Yeah.
I just know
Name one movie
Garfield
you've
hates
seen.
Monday.
Well,
Or
Andrew Garfield also hates Mondays, and it is
I love
hilarious.
Mondays.
Taylor hates Mondays, and she
I
loves
love
lasagna.
she
Mondays.
loves lasagna.
She is the Garfield of Coral Sword.
We should just have a lasagna conversation about lasagna.
All
I'm
right.
gonna start calling.
Where
Sandy
where
John.
is the best place to get lasagna?
Actually, I don't know.
You got to go Olive Garden, man. That's what Post Malone says. Post Malone always says Olive Garden.
Olive Garden.
I just eat
That's where
McDonald's.
he just eats Olive Garden every day. He just has an Olive Garden in his house.
That's a good experience.
Yeah. How much time do we have left? Let's throw out some socials,
I
y'all.
think 40 minutes.
Let's throw out some socials. Go
Okay.
ahead. Go ahead.
I'm the Ram Al-Kazam, founder of. Is that a good thing to say? Founder of Ram It To Me?
Ram it to me.
Yeah.
You can just say the creator.
Creator of Ram
Yeah.
It To Me. Yeah, the guy behind Ram It To Me.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Oh,
they're showing.
everybody in the coffee shop's looking at your video now.
Oh
Yeah.
Oh my god.
They're gonna see how
Yeah.
sick you are at eating lasagna and possibly singing classic
Yeah.
rock.
Look.
Oh man, I'm so
Look.
embarrassed.
It's dirty. It's dirty.
Hey, they like giving me looks now. Oh, okay. All right, let's continue. So, what we're talking about? Yeah, I'm the creator of Ram It To Me. It just happened out of nowhere. There's a
Mhm.
Bucky's video out there.
There is a Bucky's. There's some
Was
Bucky's
it good?
videos in there.
Probably wasn't. Right?
It was okay.
It was okay. I thought it
It
was
was
good.
okay.
I thought it was solid content.
Yeah.
No, actually, it was kind of weird, but funny. I don't know. Anyways,
The only blackmail you guys will find of me is I was singing Dead or Alive for Rock Band Karaoke, and it got live streamed at Game on Phoenix last year.
let's go look.
And I
for
killed
Game on
it.
Phoenix.
Y'all will not find that anywhere. That is dead. I mean, I totally rocked it, but I also looked like I weighed 8,000 pounds because just from below the stage, I'm just like, bet. But it was cool because it was live streamed on the convention Facebook, so I'm just
That's
like,
cool.
yeah.
People got
What
to
are-
hear your wonderful voice.
Where should they follow you?
Okay, follow me on Twitter, the Ram Al Kazam. You'll see the best tweets.
Normal tweets, right?
Yeah, very normal. Actually, I delete them like every week, so you might see them. Some normal.
Yeah.
That's how he
yeah,
keeps his
yeah.
content fresh. He deletes them, and
Yeah.
you're like, hey, didn't I say
Let
that last week?
let
I
me
didn't
make
post
sure I
last
say
week."
my Discord correctly. I mean my Twitter correctly because there's so many underscores everywhere that I don't even know where.
It's PA_BL_UE.
Oh my gosh. It's underscore Pablo on Twitter. Just cuz.
Or you can follow me on Instagram as well. Actually, no follow me.
And then I'm over at literally every social media, just at QuoteTheRobyn.
Uh-huh.
Robyn's been going off on Twitter lately.
Oh God, so yesterday was my first time running social media for Coral Sword, and then Pablo was like, "Hey, want to run our Instagram story for today too?" And I'm like, "Sure." And I forgot I also had mine, and so I'm like, everything I post, I'm making like 9 of.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
And God, my fingers were on fire, dude. I was like, I'm cramping. I threw my phone down, killed like 30% battery in an hour.
Can we change it to LSG QuoteTheRobyn? Thank you.
Oh yeah. You know what? This is how everything becomes official. That's
Yeah.
so.
Find us on Facebook. We just hit our 500 likes.
Oh, that's amazing.
505 likes right now.
I remember us
So
talking
we're
about, like,
we're just going up. We're
how
just
long
going
will
up
it
from
take?
here. How long will it take to get 1,000?
Mm-hmm.
I do not want it to take more than
2 months.
if in 3 months we did 500,
That'd be amazing.
I think like in maybe 5 months we'll hit 1,000.
I don't know. We have some pretty lit events coming
Yeah,
up.
Yeah, we really do have some.
I'm honestly gonna
events
say
coming up.
if we
I ain't gonna
bust
lie.
ass, we can hit that in a month.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like especially Smash, there's just such a large community. All we have to do is market it right. Maybe throw the handles on stream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And because you guys have some major surprises coming up. Don't think y'all have announced the
Yes.
next big surprise.
Yes.
So I'm gonna keep my lips zipped on that one.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a big deal. Keep an eye out
Tim's
for
looking
that.
at you
guys
like
want to follow
Tim
the
looked at
social-
you like saying like don't say nothing,
yeah.
Robyn. Don't say nothing.
No, I got you. I
Don't
just
say
need
nothing.
you guys to get hyped.
Yeah.
And you
I
can
forgot
get
about
hyped
it.
by following the social.
Yeah. Go follow at Last Talk Gaming on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram.
We'll make a Kick account.
Yeah.
Message us on
help
Kick.
us get to 100 subscribers on YouTube because I want to change the name already. It won't let
Oh,
me change
yeah.
the link unless we have 100+ subscribers.
And follow us on
Yeah.
TikTok.
What did y'all end up having as a YouTube? a YouTube.
We have like some like crazy like yeah,
Oh,
I don't know. But if you join our Discord, you'll be able to find all of our socials there.
The Discord's
Um,
popping.
Yeah, the Discord's been pretty fun.
I got my own emoji.
So,
I don't
yeah.
know who took that picture of me for that emoji. I've never seen that picture before in my life.
Oh,
I'm just like sitting there like,
probably Italo. LSG Peru was probably taking pictures of that day. But yeah, we're just taking pictures. If you want your face in our Discord, there's an email request there that you can check it out and send in your face.
and
Yeah.
there's also an event Discord, side Discord on there. It's where you can actually follow along with LSG events
Yeah.
as they're posted.
Yeah, and we allow other people to post their local events as well.
Also, you can get a little bit of self-promotion in
yeah.
one of the other side Discords.
Yeah,
What do
if
you
you
call
have
it, side
your-
channels?
It's another channel basically. If you go to hashtag self promotion within our Discord, you can just plug in your Twitter, your Instagram, whatever you do. There's some people just plugging in their actual like jobs and stuff.
Yeah, their
It's crazy.
And everyone's pretty supportive. So.
Yes. We got people who can repair shoes like Daffel.
Oh yeah, he
we
has
got-
like a Snapchat. And it's pretty cool.
Yeah, we got UG Strive who owns a remodeling company.
Yeah.
So yeah, go ahead and plug in your socials in there. What you do
Yeah.
on
And you got
like-
connections to people like
Yes.
me and Vincent who run events here at Coral Sword and
Mm-hmm.
handle stream production. So you have a lot of ways to get your foot in the door with
Yeah,
either shoe
definitely.
repair or streaming.
yes, yeah. If you want to get into shoe repairs, go ahead and reach out to Daffel. He'll talk to you, I guess,
Yeah.
about shoes.
I mean, it's just good to have because sometimes you'll be like, why would I ever use this? But then
Yeah.
you have those old
But then-
dress shoes that you
yeah.
need to actually use, and then the soles like coming out,
He
so you
needs
need
to
to get it glued.
He needs to specialize in Doc Martens so he can call himself Daffel Doc.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's marketing built
you're
in.
right.
Like I saw Karna and I walked up to him after Showdown. I'm like, dude,
Carnival.
Yeah. I was like, you should just tell people when they're losing, just if you're gonna keep clowning, I'm gonna take you to the carnival. And he's
Oh,
like, I've
man.
never thought of that. And I'm like, low hanging fruit.
Actually,
you gotta go for
I
it.
think he used it at T-Lock one time.
Carnal.
Nah.
Ese es mi carnal.
Kind of.
But yeah, we have so many things you can use our Discord for. The only thing we don't have, and we will never have, is an NSFW channel. Like,
No.
that's a no. We don't do that here.
Yeah.
But
Smashers get weird.
yeah,
Oh,
go
yeah.
ahead, plug in your Twitter. Once people follow your Twitter, you can do whatever you want on your Twitter. That's your business.
Mm-hmm.
You know. But yeah, we're if you are hosting events on around the city in Houston, around the Texas area, just go ahead and plug it in there. People will drive. People will go to them.
There's never enough.
There's so many
events.
fiends.
If you ever need any advice on running
So many
tournaments or anything,
fiends.
feel free to ask as well.
Yeah, we're up to 8 events and all 8 events a week, I think, in the Houston area, and they're all packed out.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Yeah.
I know there's an area of California, they have 15 weeklies, which is absolutely insane. I don't know how people can survive at all those. Do they just
Yeah.
lose at one? Like, okay, if there's no one at 3.
They're packing. They got money.
Yeah, the area itself is massive too. There's a lot of traffic and
Yeah.
stuff that stops people from going. I think just having more weeklies is okay.
Doesn't hurt anyone.
It doesn't hurt. I think marketing, competing with other groups is what you're supposed to do. That's with any job. That's with any organization. Like if you do not understand that there's competition and that healthy competition exists,
In competition,
Like-
in the end, it'll always end up being
Yeah.
better for the players because whoever provides the better player experience, that's who's going to go for. So if people see like,
Yeah.
oh, these guys are using all monitors and they have like nice tabletops and all that, but then you're just like, okay, I can match that and add on to it. It does
Right.
nothing but benefit the players' competition.
So
Gracious
as long as you're
professional.
providing more professionalism within
Yeah.
the scene, people will show up. People will say, "Oh, this tournament finishes early. Great, I'm gonna go to that one so I can go home early." You know.
This tournament was seated bad. Okay, this tournament was seated better.
I washed
Yeah.
out so bad here that I don't have to take a shower
Yeah,
before I go to
and
the
you
next
should
one.
always give your opinion about the tournament, whether it was good or a bad tournament. Like, give your opinion.
Yep.
If you came to just play and you thought the seating was wrong, like let us know. If you came in to just play and said, "Oh, I didn't like the monitors," or we had too many chairs in the middle, or too many chairs like just randomly everywhere, like say that. Like that's the stuff we need to know, because how are we supposed to
Yeah.
improve without you guys letting us know?
If anybody has criticisms
You know.
about the chairs, that was my call. I welcome your criticism.
Wait, was there any?
Oh, yeah.
No.
Okay, I was
I'm just saying, like anything like that,
Yeah.
because it's the little things is what makes
Yeah.
the tournament better, right? You want us to provide deodorant.
We probably could.
We
Okay.
probably could start buying some
sponsor.
deodorant for people.
We
you know,
actually
like-
he had the idea for playing with fire whenever we were out buying decorations. We got these little palm trees and stuff. We wanted to buy like little little travel sized deodorants.
Yeah.
to just put at the tables.
And then just let everyone use them.
Community deodorant, man. That's what's smashing. It's
Shout out
community
to
deodorant.
Warn Me for showing people how to.
Oh yeah, if you haven't seen that tweet, go check it out. So
He just like randomly took out a stick and stuff
yeah, he had to be fresh.
it's fine,
He
yeah.
had to feel fresh.
for the game, yeah.
He had to show Dallas
Oh,
what the smell of a top player should be like.
Yeah,
You know?
I like that.
It's gonna be like the machine, Bert Kreischer, his stand-up special, where his daughter keeps the speed stick in the fridge.
Yeah.
He's like, "Why do you do that?" And she just like takes it and rubs it under her nose. And he's just like, "Now everything can smell good, so you can just make it."
That's a good one. I should probably do that. It's easier than
Yeah.
just like telling other people, hey, you should probably put it on.
Yeah, like
Or
you
you just get some lotion, just like squirt on people and like put it on around their nose,
Yeah,
and then
it's
they're
like,
good.
hey,
Right?
If you can't fix
We can
them,
start
just-
doing that, right? I mean,
It's like that old tweet with the Febreze killer,
yes.
where it's like people walk in, they're blindfolded. You're like, "What do you smell?" And it's like, "Oh, I smell majestic streams and flowers." And then you take the blindfold off, and it's a pile of dead bodies, and you just Febreze the room.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's
Yeah.
basically what to do.
That's
Yeah,
basically Smash
basically.
tournaments at this
Yeah.
point.
So,
What did he say?
what you say?
I think he said stay beefy.
Stay. Oh,
I don't
man.
Oh,
think- I
stay
don't know.
beefy. Okay. Definitely.
This is an
Uh,
awful version of telephone game.
Let's talk
Stay
about
beefy
beef.
Smash, dude. Beef. Oh.
Okay, so actually, in regards to beef, I saw something called a cannibal sandwich the other day. It's popular in Minnesota,
Okay.
and it's just like it's raw ground beef with like just raw onions on it, and it is like a super popular appetizer.
Why is it called,
north.
called cannibal?
Because it's raw meat. It's just raw meat and like a crunchy onion.
And
What
you eat
the-
it like that?
I don't know. I'll try anything
That's-
5 or 6 times.
That sounds scary.
Oh man.
You guys said
Yeah.
you want to talk beef. I think I went the wrong direction with that. Who do you have beef with? No, actually, no.
I don't think I have beef with anyone.
Eh.
It's like
Eh.
at least I don't consider it beef.
I don't
Like-
consider anything beef.
Like
I don't think I have beef with anybody except for what I have beef with.
it's just like inconvenient.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm starting some banter with UG Strive though.
Oh, dude, that
Yeah,
dude,
with Strive, I'm starting some banter right now. That's
about what?
like just rival organizations, you know.
Oh,
Oh, actually, I have beef with Tim.
oh.
If
well,
you follow
what
us on
happened?
Twitter, all me and Tim do are take shots back and forth at each other.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
They do.
It's great though.
I haven't noticed.
But no, shout outs to the UG boys. They're coming through. They
Yeah.
came through yesterday.
How many UG players do we have there?
UG Gold, Boandon, Malachi. Yeah.
Javier.
It's a lot of UG boys.
Yep.
Shout out to them because they do some great work too. I like their shirts.
Yep.
They have some pretty cool shirts.
They've been
some
they've
cool
been putting in
designs.
work.
Yeah. They have a good following right now. Like Perry from Facebook follows them. UG Malachi is really appreciative of Perry from Facebook. Waiter Perry from Face Off. My bad.
Mhm.
Yeah. Perry Smith actually did really well yesterday, especially against the Void. Like, I was actually a fun match to watch.
Yeah.
And like, Perry comes out to almost all of our tournaments, and Malachite, like, they're not necessarily hitting top 8, but they're doing really well every time. They're doing better and better every week, and they come out to the 2 or 3 events that we run every week.
Yeah. Who's a player like do you guys think that we should watch? For this next season.
I was gonna say Juan, but I think he's already made a statement. Another person to watch, Cyanide.
Yeah.
Just Cyanide, just because I feel people have been sleeping on him, and
Yeah, if he can figure out that the real trick to Greninja and the mind games with Greninja, there's so much leeway there. It's where like people don't face Greninja that often, and so that can definitely work in his advantage if he can just figure out the tricks with that Greninja, because he's placing well at all the events. It's just he has to find that little missing piece. And like I talked to him the other day, because I want to say it was when he went against Deluxe Menu the other night at Sweet Spot. Actually, I tuned in for that. And I was like, dude, like it seemed like you had something going on there, but you got popped hard. And he's like, it was my fault. I know exactly what I did wrong. I'm gonna come back better. And it's like he said he was playing unsafe, and he's getting away from that, because I felt like he definitely had an advantage against that Bowser, but Deluxe has been tearing up Houston for weeks now, dude.
Yeah.
Like there's not been a single LSG event that he didn't
Deluxe
win.
is unstoppable right now.
I mean, Cyanide and Deluxe played like probably 2 months ago, and I think they were pretty close games. When we went to Austin on Monday, he went against Tenny, and he was like feeling himself too much and going off stage. So I imagine the same thing happening with Deluxe, where he's like feeling himself or too confident.
He just kept trying to go in on Bowser.
Yeah.
And the Bowser was just like, nope, here's 60% damage right back.
Right.
And it was a fast match.
Yeah.
I would say Smash community wise, Easmon, I saw him at playing with Fire.
Pretty good.
And I don't know what happened the second half of the match. The first half of the match though, Ultimate Razor looked like he was going to take it for a second week in a row. And he had Razor down 2-0 and almost 3-stocked him at one point. And Razor plays a really good Snake.
Yeah, I think just Esmond just knows what to do against Snake.
Oh
Like,
yeah, he's Snake killer.
His snakes are free for him basically.
Ultimate Razor, Avoid, everyone heats him.
Yeah.
Right now, Sergeant Nipples is asking us a question.
Okay, so this week was a little bit of unique. It's not usually this improv or free form. It's typically about what would you say? Just Houston Smash events and Houston gaming in general.
Yeah. So this is a Last Saw Gaming podcast at Coral Sword, and we usually have Super Smash Brothers Ultimate players in this podcast as guests, people involved in the scene. People who own organizations, esports organizations, and we're just trying to expand to all potential like esports people that want to come on here and talk a little bit about what esports is to them and what they do in esports and stuff like that. So if you do know somebody of that, within those skill sets, tell them to email lastdoggaminghouston@gmail.com. Get them in touch with us, and we can see when we can have you on the podcast. This happens every Sunday here at Coral Sword at 2 p.m. Today is Wednesday though, because it also goes on today Wednesday on the
Wednesday the 23rd.
Twitch.tv/LSG_Houston Twitch. So you can check us out there as well. We usually have some of our players going on our arenas. Our players just like talking and stuff like that. We also just play like random games on there because right now we're just trying to get a subscriber button and get affiliated, and we're almost there. We just need like 8 more followers. So we're really, really close. So yeah, come check us out. But today is a Wednesday, right? Today's Wednesday.
Yeah, today's Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Yeah. Wednesday, June 23rd.
So, but yeah, thank you for watching actually, and we appreciate you. If there's any more questions in chat about what esports is in regards to the Super Smash scene, who to look out for and stuff like that, we can definitely answer. We scout a lot of players within our organization. We have an ongoing list of players, and yeah. So
and I actually, in regards to the fighting community in general, I have an exciting announcement about our Frame 1 Wednesday event.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So this Wednesday, which we do Frame 1 Wednesday every week here at Coral Sword, we are bringing in a new game this week with the release of the new Samurai Showdown. It's the first real mainline game in the series in 15 years. Last one came out in 2004. And we are going to be hosting a free tournament for that. Usually it's all paid to get in. We're going to host it free for anyone that wants to sign up, so that way people don't necessarily feel like they have to put anything in to try the game. Get more hands on the game. First place is going to be a free pass to Space City Beatdown, which is Houston's premier FGC monthly outside of the Smash community. And so I feel like if anyone's interested in that, that's going to be really good to get your hands on with a brand new game. And it's the most exciting thing about this new Samurai Showdown is the scene for the game, because the game is so old at this point, it's non-existent in the area. So it's going to be a whole fresh batch of people in the FGC and watching a whole like tier bloom out of this. And it's going to be really interesting to see, because with Smash, usually you have a little bit of carryover game to game, and like a top player may sink to like out of the top 10, but then they'll fight their way back up. This is just like, it's so different. It's such a footsie and neutral based game that it's going to be, it's going to pull out people from like, if you're a Mortal Kombat player, you can't just spam moves, because you can get hit for a move that does 60 to 80% in one hit. And so it's going to be really interesting to see how Houston handles that and see how that scene grows as a whole.
Yeah. And the way you support these events is just by coming out, signing up to the tournaments, because that's what keeps people going.
Even just
if
for
you
casuals.
if you're completely new, you are the most powerful, person that can continue supporting these.
In which LSG does have their own casual event every other Thursday, which it will be next Thursday actually. Overly caffeinated. It's generally Smash Ultimate that people can bring out. But last week I noticed we had Tekken and Street Fighter going in the far back.
And some PM.
And some PM.
And what's the other one? The Plus?
Actually, it's Project Plus now.
Okay.
So
my bad.
so there was PM, and then Nintendo decided to flex and shut down PM, and then new team came back and brought it as Project Plus. So Project Plus is the revived one that everyone switched over to.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. So we have 9 minutes left of this podcast.
I just can't believe she just took over our podcast like that. She's like,
I'm good.
I'm playing.
Yeah. I told you I was going to accidentally flex. I told Tim he was going to meet media personality Robyn today.
Yeah.
You guys know me. I'm usually hidden behind the stream, just like, what's up?
No, you're really good.
Yeah. You want to throw out your socials there, Robyn?
Oh yeah, I still throw out mine again. Mine's just at QuoteTheRobyn. I don't know how to do that. Not the asterisk. What do you call the little at sign? It's just at.
At.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At.
I know that the asterisk is called a tilde, I believe.
Yes.
But it's just at QuoteTheRobyn. I'm running social media for all of our events here, all FGC related events, and I guess podcasts now. all the stuff that we handle stream production wise. I'm handling it through there. We're in limbo with some things. Got some new projects spinning up right now in relation to social media. But just follow me at QuoteTheRobyn and at Coral Sword, and stay up to date on all of our events. We definitively have Smash up here every Thursday and Friday, or every Thursday and every other Friday. Every Wednesday's FGC related. And then next Saturday we are having a Melee and Project M tournament called Flyback.
We have a lot.
It's exciting.
Yeah. Do you think Tim's going to win it?
You know what? I think Tim's a sleeper.
Okay,
well, he
move
sleeps
on
for at
to
least
the
8 hours a day.
Yeah, Tim's not gonna win it.
I'll
Okay.
Nice. He practiced with Malachi
He's getting practice
for
in.
2 days.
Yeah.
For 2 days.
And he's also got Qualia over there to back up Vincent. He's actually a Texas PR ranked PM player. I don't know if it's just Texas or national PR, but he is on the PR.
I'm the best Project M player in the world.
Oh,
Wow.
nice.
Of the 10
Wow.
Project,
Vincent is the
'Cause you
best
are my world.
Project M in the world. So
of the 10 Project Plus
Project Plus
Yeah.
is fun but hard.
yes,
Just because.
they had Sephiroth in there,
Crazy.
bro.
Who?
Sephiroth.
I don't know who that is. That's,
Yeah.
what is that?
Huh?
What is that?
Final Fantasy.
Oh, sorry, I don't play that game. I
Final
only
Fantasy?
I only know League of Legends and Smash.
Oh God!
That's all
So
I know.
I am looking forward to if they drop Final Fantasy 14 on Xbox One, because I'm an Xbox person myself.
Yeah.
But I am so sad how many people just absolutely shit on Final Fantasy 15. I get it. It was a little bit of empty and a little bit linear game, but man, that was such a wild ride. I was so excited for the new season pass, and they canceled it out. But they're still supporting it. Like they're still releasing books that explain like everything they canceled in the DLC, which is really cool. How do you guys feel about Phantasy Star Online 2 that got announced? Like, do you guys?
I have no idea.
exactly.
Tell us about it,
Okay,
Robyn.
so-
Go ahead, tell us
Yeah,
about
tell
it.
So I'm not necessarily an MMO person, but I know that Phantasy Star Online
Uh-huh.
was the first big, like, it was definitely the first big console MMO. Like, it was on Dreamcast and GameCube back
Yeah.
in the day. And so a lot of people were, like, really, really hype about Phantasy Star Online 2. I want to say it was back in 2009 is when it got released.
Uh-huh.
But Sega would not let it out in America. Like, it has an English translation, too. And so it's just been lost into limbo over in Japan. Like it's one of the biggest MMOs in the world in Japan, South Korea. But anytime somebody tried to even like proxy in, they would shut down their IP. And so Microsoft announced at E3 that they're bringing Phantasy Star Online 2 over to America, and everyone like collectively lost their shit because even though it's a 10-year-old MMO, it took 10 years to come out in America. And it's like this really cool like. You have like actual monster stuff you fight, but it's also this like cyberpunk aesthetic,
Okay.
and it's just I don't know, dude. It looks like really interesting.
You have to send me a link to the website so I
sounds fun.
can look at it. Right now, what I'm looking forward to is probably like just Pokemon. That's all I care about right now.
What about cyberpunk, man?
I don't know.
Man.
I don't know about that one.
I'm really excited for tactical. What's it called? For League of Legends, the chess
Oh, Team Fight
thing.
Tactics.
Team Fight Tactics.
Yeah, that comes out on tomorrow. I mean today.
Okay, so that's
Oh,
their
okay.
auto chess.
Today or
knockoff,
20,
right?
or the 25th.
So Dota
Today or the
Underlords just came out
25th.
yesterday.
Yes, it did.
And
Yeah.
so I tried to download the auto chess that was already out from like the original makers, and I was one of the many people that got stuck in the glitch of it wouldn't finish downloading once you launched the game.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
And so eventually I said, screw it. I downloaded Dota Underlords yesterday. I still haven't tried it. I haven't tried auto chess, but like,
Nah, just play League of Legends.
Yeah, League of
Team
Man.
Fight Tactics with us.
you know what? If
but-
you guys are playing, I will.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, we'll play
perfect.
that. We'll play some Dauntless too. Okay. Follow at Last Talk Gaming on all social medias. We're gonna expand into all the other social medias that we can as well. We got LinkedIn.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
So
anybody who
follow us
has
on
a job
LinkedIn.
in the community.
Yeah. So hit us up on LinkedIn there. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Go give us a like. Go subscribe to our YouTube channel. Go into our Discord and meet our people. We have so many. We have one new, I guess, I want to say staff member.
Oh yeah, Tristan.
Tristan,
He's a homie.
who will be doing a lot of the player statistics for us. If you are interested in being a part of the LSG team, anything interested in esports, please go ahead and send us your resume and a cover letter at lastgaminghouston@gmail.com. Again, thank you so much for watching. Shout out to Vincent, to Robyn, to Ram the Alakazam, who's about to disappear. Ram Alakazam disappeared. Thank you so much for watching.
Go down the invisible staircase. You gotta do it.
Bye.